and greetings on your Monday. Leslie Fiala Urbis here, coming at you from kind of a cold day in Jacksonville. It's only in the 50s. And while people in the zeros and 10s and 20s may be like, I can't wait for 50s, that is really cold to us. We had 80 degrees all last week. So my toes are cold and it's 70 in my house. So that'll tell you how cold I am. Anyways, side note, just a little bit about me. I am in here today to talk to you on this Monday about a nutrition tip. It's kind of come light because of my father-in-law. So I plan on sending him this video since he is the one that stemmed this whole debate in my head. So we're going to talk about two separate things. First thing is going to be butter. So he found this plant-based butter, avocado, olive, and almond butter, like actual spreadable butter, but made with those oils. And I think he tried almond or avocado first. I think that's what he tried. And he was impressed because it was very spreadable. It had very much butter-like qualities. He could fry with it. There was nothing wrong with it, but it was avocado butter. Now here's the deal. It didn't taste like avocado. And he was really thoroughly impressed, but he was like, how much healthier can it be for you? And why do they have to have almond and avocado and olive out there? Well, here we go. Butter is full of saturated fat. So here's what I want you to think. If you put butter on your cabinet right now and came back 24 hours later, that butter would still be solid. You would have no liquids anywhere, okay? But if you did the same thing with something like the olive oil butter or the avocado butter or something like that, you would expect some of it to unsolidify. You might have a few oil droplets, or if you smashed it, you would get a little up, right? So why is that healthier? That's a difference between fat. The more saturated it is, the worse it is for you. The less saturated it is, the better it is for you. We know monounsaturated fats are great for our heart. They're helpful to reducing our cholesterol, and they can, in some circumstances, increase your HDL. Well, we were out of butter. Not that we use a lot in this house, but recently my daughter has very much been enjoying toast, and I don't like to give it to her too dry, so I put just that tiny little bit of butter on it. But I really wanted it to be spreadable. So when we were at the store yesterday, I thought, oh, I'll try one of these butters he's talking about. And I got the avocado butter. That was the only one at the store, so that's the one I got. And the avocado butter was amazing. It spread super quick. It did not taste like avocado at all. But on it, it said it also contains omega-3s, which are so important. Omega-3s help our heart. They reduce our triglycerides. They produce brain growth, so it's super helpful for her because she needs a lot of omega-3s and DHA to keep her brain growing. If you're pregnant, you need lots of omega-3s and DHA to help your baby's brain grow. So your butter, which went from having little to no nutritional value other than fat, now has a ton of nutritional value and very little of the fat. So typical butter would maybe have like 8 grams of saturated fat, whereas the almond or the avocado butter that we bought was only 2 grams of fat. Now, why do they have 3 different varieties? Well, because some people are allergic to nuts. Some people don't like avocado, so even though it doesn't taste like it, they won't buy it, they'll assume, or they'll always taste a hint. And olive can be that third way out of that. If you're allergic to the almond, you refuse avocado, now you have the other. So that kind of answers why in the world we would want to choose an alternative butter, okay? Now, to go further, he sent me an article about how their store up in Georgia, so I'm wearing my Georgia shirt today, had more plant-based meats coming out. And he's like, must be selling because they keep coming out with more. 100%. So many people are going more plant-based, are going vegan, are going less meat from all the things that we've learned about the way they process meat and the way they treat the animals. And whether you do it because you feel bad for the animals or you just know it's better for your heart, or maybe you're like me and I'm trying to do more of a like meatless Monday with my family, where you just don't eat meat on Mondays. When it's Lent, we move that to Friday because we're Catholic in this house. But try to do one day a week where we just don't have meat, okay? Maybe that's something that you're instituting. Maybe you didn't even know it was a movement. Maybe you kind of want to be a part of it. I don't really know. But all of these lines are coming out. And he's like, what do you think of them? And I said, honestly, I'm still going to eat meat. I typically do grass-fed, organic, no antibiotics, automatically know where it's been. If I can get it from a local butcher, sometimes I will, just because I know it comes from one animal and not multiple animals. But that's really how we kind of do it. I'm a very big fan of Laura's beef products that are all 100% grass-fed, no hormones, all that kind of stuff out of it. And you can tell a difference 100% in the meat. But why do we have all these vegan products coming out? One, because there's a demand. People want it. People want to eat it. Well, is it bad for you? It really honestly depends. Some of them are great, but some of them have a lot of added fillers. So people look at health from two different points of view, or multiple points of view. But when you look at a product that, is beyond meat, okay, so it's not meat, but we've turned it into something that tastes exactly like a burger, we have to modify that. We have to add things to that to make that burger taste like a burger. You can't take a plant and turn it into a burger without doing some modification. So now you have definitely done more processing with that beyond burger or whatever it may be to make it the way that it is. So right now, a lot of them have a ton of fat, which I don't really want because we use healthy fat. So I prefer to use a leaner meat. And unfortunately, some of the vegan products have to have all that fat to give you the flavor. And that's just not what we're going for in this household. But maybe that's something that you want to do. Maybe personally that's something you want to do. And that is 100% okay. There's nothing wrong with either way. I just kind of wanted to talk about it today because I typically do a nutrition tip at some point during the week. And so today is that day. And I kind of wanted to answer my father-in-law's questions just a little bit and give the benefit to everyone that listens to this. So I hope you enjoyed. If you have questions, you can comment below on the YouTube video if that's what you're watching, or if you saw it on my pages, please comment below, ask any questions that you may have. That's just my spin and take on a couple of the things that are up and coming in our food. As we all know, it is ever changing. So I like to stay on top of it. So without further ado, Leslie Fiala Urbis here again, registered dietitian, personal trainer, certified diabetes educator, and a coach, always looking for more coaches. And other than that, I hope you like this and share it with other people and pass on the word. And if you're looking for any nutrition help, I'm always here. I have a website, Fit and Fabulous Nutrition is the Fit and Fabulous Family Nutrition is the name, but the website is fitfabnutrition.com. I hope you have a great rest of your Monday, and I hope this was helpful. Chat with you later.